Eala has finally broken her silence. Her first words after the heartbreaking loss to Amanda Anisimova have left fans completely shocked. What did she say? And why is everyone talking about it? Stay tuned because this is the moment that showed her true champion spirit. Filipino fire. The heartbreak. What happened in Cincinnati? The Cincinnati Open will go down in history as one of the most dramatic tournaments of the year. For Filipino fans, it was a rollercoaster of emotions. Hope, joy, heartbreak, and everything in between. Eala entered the tournament as a wild card. A young underdog with everything to prove and nothing to lose. And she did exactly that. She played incredible tennis. She beat top-ranked players. She sent shockwaves through the tennis world. She captured the hearts of millions. But then came the match against Amanda Anisimova. A match that everyone had been waiting for. Two rising stars. Two incredible competitors. One spot in the next round. The match was an absolute thriller. Anisimova came out firing. Her power was overwhelming. Her ground strokes were devastating. But Eala fought back. She used her speed. Her incredible court coverage. Her never-say-die attitude. She pushed Anisimova to the absolute limit. It was a battle that had everyone on the edge of their seats. The crowd was electric. The tension was palpable. Every point was a war. Every game was a struggle. And in the end it was Anisimova who emerged victorious. The scoreline was close. The match could have gone either way. But on this day the American was just a little bit better. For Eala it was a heartbreaking defeat. She had come so close. She had fought so hard. She had given everything she had. But it wasn't enough. As she walked off the court the tears were flowing. The emotions were raw. The pain was real. But here is the thing about champions. They don't stay down. They get back up. They learn. They grow. They come back stronger. And that is exactly what Eala did. But before she could move forward she needed to speak. She needed to address her fans. She needed to share her thoughts. The tennis world waited with bated breath. What would she say? Would she be angry? Devastated? Defeated? Or would she show the world why she is a true champion? The answer came sooner than anyone expected. The silence. Why Eala took time before speaking. After the loss, Eala disappeared from the public eye. She didn't do any interviews. She didn't post on social media. She didn't make any public statements. The silence was deafening. Fans began to worry. Was she okay? Was she devastated? Was she reconsidering her career? Social media was flooded with messages of support. We are proud of you, Alex. Keep your head up, champ. You made us all so proud. But still no response. The silence continued. Some people started speculating. Some said she was too upset to speak. Others said she was disappointed. A few even questioned if she had the mental strength to bounce back. But the real reason for her silence was much simpler. She needed time. Time to process. Time to reflect. Time to grieve. Because losing a match like that is not easy. It is painful. It is gut-wrenching. It is heartbreaking. And no matter how strong you are, you need time to heal. Eala is only 18 years old. She is still a teenager. And yet she carries the weight of an entire nation on her shoulders. That kind of pressure is immense. That kind of expectation is overwhelming. And when you come so close and fall just short, it hurts. But Eala is not someone who gives up easily. She used the silence to regroup. To recharge. To refocus. She talked to her coaches. She talked to her family. She talked to her team. She processed the loss and started planning for the future. And when she was finally ready, she stepped forward. She looked into the camera. And she spoke. What she said surprised everyone. It was not what people expected. It was not a sob story. It was not a pity party. It was something much more powerful. It was the words of a champion. Eala's first words, the statement that stunned fans. Eala sat down for her first interview after the loss. Her eyes were tired, but they were full of determination. Her voice was steady, but it carried emotion. She took a deep breath and began to speak. She said, "I am disappointed. Of course I am. I came to Cincinnati to win. I believed I could win. And I came so close. But that is tennis. Sometimes you win. Sometimes you lose. And today I lost." The fans listening were moved. Her honesty was refreshing. Her vulnerability was real. But then she said something that changed everything. She said, "But losing is not the end of the world. It is not the end of my journey. It is not the end of my dream. It is just a lesson. A step. A part of the process. I will learn from this. I will grow from this. And I will come back stronger." The interview went viral in minutes. The fans were stunned. Not by the loss. Not by the disappointment. But by the incredible resilience and maturity she showed. She continued, "I want to thank everyone who supported me. The fans who traveled 8 hours. The fans who stayed up until 2 a.m. back home. The fans who believed in me even when things got tough. You are the reason I keep fighting. You are the reason I never give up. And I promise you this, I will make you proud. This is not the end. This is just the beginning." The room was silent. The journalists were speechless. Even the interviewer, who had interviewed hundreds of athletes, was moved to tears. Then Eala added one more thing. Something that brought everyone to their feet. She said, "Amanda Anisimova played a great match. She is an incredible player. And I congratulate her. But I want her to know this, I will see her again. On the big stage. In a Grand Slam final. And next time the result will be different. Mark my words." The statement was bold. Confident. Almost cocky. But it came from a place of belief. A place of conviction. A place of absolute faith in herself. The tennis world erupted. Fans flooded social media with praise. That is the statement of a champion. She will be back and she will be unstoppable. This girl is going to win Grand Slams. Even Anisimova herself responded. She tweeted, "Respect to Eala. She is a rising star and an incredible competitor. I look forward to many more battles." It was a moment that united the tennis world. And at the center of it was an 18-year-old girl from the Philippines, who had just lost one of the biggest matches of her career. But in losing she had won something much bigger. She had won respect. She had won admiration. She had won the hearts of millions. Why her words matter: the reaction from fans and media. The reaction to Eala's statement was immediate and overwhelming. Within hours her interview had been watched millions of times. It was trending across multiple platforms. Eala Speaks was trending on Twitter. Her name was everywhere. Fans from the Philippines expressed their pride and support. One fan wrote, "This girl is not just a tennis player. She is an inspiration. Her words have touched my heart. I am so proud to be Filipino." Another said, "Losing is not failing. Giving up is failing. And Eala never gives up." She is a true champion. A third added, I drove 8 hours to watch her play. And even though she lost, I have no regrets. Watching her fight, watching her spirit, watching her character, it was worth every second. Even non-tennis fans were moved. People who had never watched a match before were commenting, sharing, discussing. Everyone wanted to talk about the young Filipina, who had captured the world's attention. The media was equally impressed. Major sports networks dedicated segments to her. Newspapers ran feature articles. Talk shows discussed her statement. Commentators called her the future of tennis. Analysts praised her unwavering mental fortitude. Former Grand Slam champions weighed in. One said, I have seen many young players lose and struggle to handle it. But Eala handled it like a veteran. That is rare. That is special. She is going to be a superstar. Another added, the way she composed herself after such a painful loss is truly remarkable. She has the mindset of a champion. And I believe she will achieve great things. The word was spreading. Eala had not just lost a match. She had made a statement. A statement about who she is. What she stands for. What she is capable of. And the world was listening. What's next? The comeback starts now. The loss to Anisimova is behind her. The silence is over. The tears have dried. Now Eala is focused on one thing, the comeback. She has already returned to the practice court. She is working harder than ever. She is fine-tuning her game. Strengthening her weaknesses. Building on her strengths. Her coaches say she is more motivated than ever before. Her family says she is more determined than ever before. And her fans know that the best is yet to come. In the short term, Eala's schedule is packed. She will play more WTA events. She will continue to climb the rankings. She will target a spot in the top 100. And once she reaches that milestone, the real journey begins. Grand slams. Deep runs. Big wins. The pieces are coming together. And with her mindset, her talent, and her incredible support system, she is on a trajectory that points to greatness. Amanda Anisimova may have won this battle. But the war is far from over. Eala promised to see her again. On the big stage. In a Grand Slam final. And after hearing her words, no one doubts that she will keep that promise. The Filipino fans will be there every step of the way. They will cheer. They will support. They will believe. Because that is what Filipinos do. They stand behind their heroes. And Eala is a hero. Not because she wins every match. But because she fights every match. She gives everything she has. She never gives up. She inspires millions. And that more than anything is what makes her a true champion. The loss in Cincinnati was not the end. It was the start of something bigger. Something greater. Something unforgettable. Eala is coming back. And when she does, she will be stronger. Faster. More determined. And unstoppable. The world better be ready. Filipino fire flexed biceps.